Okay, we are live. I am Victoria, and I'm so excited because we have Tamika and Katrina, Miss Johnson from Tenacity Academy. They are in Atlanta, Georgia, and I am in Victoria, BC. And we met from a member of our community named Megan, who's already here. Shout out to Megan.
Shout out to Megan.
Megan left a comment maybe 6 months ago or so. She joined our community, and then she's been telling us we all need to hang out, and she was absolutely right. We did a quick Zoom last week, and now we're announcing that we're doing a summit in January.
Yes.
And yep, whoop, whoop, January 9th and 10th. And we're going to have these two doing a talk there along with a whole bunch of people. So stick around to the end. I'll share exactly who's speaking and what we're doing. But I'm really excited to have these folks share their expertise. They're also YouTubers. And I'll link to their channel, Tenacity. It is Tenacity Academy, right?
Yep, correct.
Channel?
Tenacity Academy. Yep.
Perfect. And so I'll link to that. But it's so fun to get to meet other YouTubers and talk, especially within the cleaning company space. We both have, or we all have, our different angle and how we tackle it. One of the things that Megan did was she got you guys to start using Convert Labs. And so I know we're going to talk about that and how that technology has changed how you run your cleaning business.
Mm-hmm.
But before we do that, I want to talk about your backstory. Okay. So I know nothing here, even though we had a Zoom last week. We didn't get into how did you end up in this space. So what did you do before having a cleaning company? Like, what was your, like, what made you go, I'm going to start a cleaning company?
Okay. Well, I guess I'll go first because I started the cleaning business. Perfect. So I used to clean houses with my mom. You know, long time ago, I used to dread cleaning houses with my mom. And my mom never did it as a business. She always did it as like a hobby, you know, to put food on the table, right? So that's really where it started at. You know, I started helping mom out. And then
how old were you? Sorry to interrupt. How old were you when you started doing that? Like, were you like a kid or a teenager? Or
I was maybe around 15, 16, you know, that age, you don't want to help mom clean nobody's house. You don't.
No.
You don't. No. And back in those days, I remember mom cleaning houses for like $65. Okay. And I'm
the whole house.
The whole house. You know, $65. So it was a long time ago, but that's how she put food on the table. And then later on in life, you know, I got into a little trouble and I had something on my background and it was hard for me to find a job, you know, a good job, you know, so the only type of jobs that I could ever find was cleaning jobs. So I would work for people. I would make $8 an hour, $9 an hour. I'm a mother. I have 5 children. And $8 and $9 an hour just wasn't about to kick it for me, right?
It's not going to pay the bills.
It's not. At one point, I was actually working 3 jobs. I remember I was housekeeper in the morning. I was working for 2 franchise companies at night. So I would clean the Lexus building and I would clean another car lot at night. So like 3 jobs, and I would literally get home at 1 o'clock in the morning. So my whole day is gone, and all I'm making is $600 a week, right?
Oof.
So like if that didn't piss me off, I was like, okay, so something has to give. But at that point, I just decided to turn my pain into power. So I just would tell myself, I'm not going to let this break me. You know, I'm out here, I'm working $8 an hour, I'm working from sun up to sundown. This obviously is not the way to get rich.
But you got to feed your kids. You got to feed your kids. That's it. Yep.
So what I started to do is just document, you know, the cleaning industry and study the cleaning industry, you know, study the supplies and how long it took us to clean the buildings and how many people cleaned the buildings and how much did he pay us and how was he paying us? Like, you know, I just would really just become a student, you know, and I looked at it like, okay, if you're going to pay me $9 an hour, I'm going to treat this like an intern type of thing. I'm just going to learn the industry. And that's what I did. I would turn on YouTube. Shout out to AJ. You know, I'm going to always shout him out in my story because I remember cleaning buildings and watching AJ Simmons, his YouTube channel.
Yep. And he's speaking at the summit too.
Yes. Shout out to him. And really watching his videos really inspired me. I'm like, man, if he can do it, I know I can start a cleaning business. Like, It can't be that difficult, right? So one year I took my income tax money, and I just went all in on the cleaning industry. So that is how I started my first business. Tamika came later on down the line.
Okay, Tamika, what did you do before this?
I was a customer service representative. I was working at AT&T. I love customer service. I love talking to people. I love building rapport, just, listening to them. I got bumped up to escalation supervisor because of my call handle time, and because I was able to really get people through the call instead of them wanting to cancel for services. So they saw me doing that, and they decided to escalate me to escalation supervisor. So that's what I was doing. And I did not think about nothing about no cleaning business. That was not a thought across my mind until my cousin, she was like, hey, listen, there's some people that are hiring, you might want to jump on this bandwagon. So I reached out to Miss Johnson. She was like, well, listen, I'm so really looking for a cold caller. I'm looking for somebody that can actually join the team. And so I'm like, okay, well, let's try it out. I really honestly didn't know, because I don't know anything about cleaning, the cleaning industry, but I gave it a shot, and look where I am today.
Oh my gosh, amazing. And so how long have you two been working together?
5 years.
5 years.
5 years. Okay. So, and I imagine, Tamika, you bring that customer service angle. So in terms of the business itself, do you split who does what in the company? Or do you both do?
Yeah. So the good thing about having Tamika as a partner is she's strong where I'm weak. So I noticed that when I hired her on to be my assistant, she was a lot better at the customer service part than I was. Well, you think about it, she was at ATM. I'm sorry, I say ATM. AT&T.
That could be
she was an AT&T rep. She was actually a manager, right, at AT&T.
Yeah.
So
she knew what she was doing.
Oh my gosh, her customer service and her speaking on the phone with the clients. So I was like, okay, so this might be your thing. I'm going to let you handle this, and then I'm going to handle the sales, like, the bringing in, like, all the background stuff. I'll handle all the little techie stuff. And then she came in, and I started to teach her what I knew about the techie side of the business. And she came in and started killing that side of the business too.
And so then you're like, wait a minute, you're not my assistant. Let's go.
Okay. Yeah. So it ended up like she's not my assistant anymore. Now we're more partners now.
Yeah.
But every year she just improved her skills, her skill set. Everything just got stronger and stronger every year. She would kill it. So it just to the point now where we're partners.
Amazing. Okay. And so, and your business, how many cleaners do you have working for you now?
15.
Oh, amazing. Okay. So we've got 18. So very similar. I imagine we probably have very different pricing, but we can talk about that after, because that's going to be your workshop.
Okay.
And so with 15 cleaners, and then you started Tenacity Academy, where you're now coaching other people. So you obviously figured out, wait a minute, we kind of know what we're doing.
Yes, we did. We did. So actually the Academy started around COVID. So when COVID hit, I had like a load of Airbnbs at that time. And I just remember it like it was yesterday. I lost them all. Like overnight. Everybody just was like closing down, no bookings, anything. So I'm like, damn near half of my revenue right there. But I still had a lot of move in, move outs. And I had move in, move outs and some commercials that were kind of keeping us afloat. But we had to bring in some revenue some kind of way. So I thought, why not package our knowledge and teach people how we got this far, right?
So great. Yeah.
So that's how Tenacity Academy first started. I would just get on live and coach people for free. And
then you learned.
Yeah. So it was really a learning process, because the coaching industry is a whole nother business that you got to learn.
Right.
And it's just like a whole nother world that you have to study. And it's another business that you got to grow from the ground up.
Yep. 100%. And do you love the coaching now? Like, I know you have your own private members community, and you've, obviously Megan is part of your coaching world. And so do you love the coaching, or are you kind of like,
No, we absolutely love the coaching.
We
absolutely love the coaching. It's that natural passion that you have when you wake up in the morning and you like, man, you get that message where your student just won an account because they went in there and they followed your course and they followed everything you said do, and they bid the way you told them to bid, and they closed on the account. Man, that's the best feeling in the world.
Yeah, I look at coaching like raising children. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just so much that you put into it, and it's the ups, the downs, and it's like when your child can get discouraged from, certain things that happen on the outside. It's like you got to give them that encouragement. We're like a coach / parent. You know what I'm saying? So it happens. I think the only thing that kind of bothers me when it comes to the coaching is I get too attached, right?
Yes.
And sometimes I don't know how to separate. And then it's too late, because it's like, oh, Tamika, because I'll put myself in it, and it's just like, you can't run a business for someone. You got to take a step back, and you have to let them do it themselves. Because if you don't, it's like you're going to handicap them. You understand what I'm saying? And I tell people all the time when they come to the community, listen, we're going to tell you the good, the bad, the ugly, everything. Yeah. So that way you can make that decision to decide, hey, listen, this is what I want to do. Or maybe this is not what I want to do right now. Don't get stuck on YouTube University and seeing that everybody is doing this. Right. And you just go and think, well, I got me an LLC or EIN. I could just start a business. No, it takes so much more than that. Right. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. It has its pulls, and it's just everything. But I honestly do love it because of the people. And I tell people all the time, it's not about the destination. It is about the journey that you go through, the different people that you meet along the way that help you to understand that, you know what, it's more than just a passion, it's a calling. So I love it.
I love that. And I think, it's funny, like, especially here on this channel, we're not passionate about cleaning.
Right.
Like, who is? Well, no, I mean, I have some cleaners that really genuinely love it. And they'll like text me like, I got this new product. I love it so much. I'm like, great. I'm like, wow. But I will say for us, we are passionate about helping people. And that's, the transformation that we've gone through as YouTubers and as, people helping other people to do this thing. And we exactly the same as you. We get so fired up for the wins, and we do feel the losses. So we have a small group. It's not really coaching. It's called an accountability club, and it's within the Convert Labs community where we keep each other accountable. And so that's why I say it's not, because coaching, I find for me anyway, because I'm a former school teacher, I expect a 95 to 98% success rate. And so when people sign up to do coaching with me, they have to do the work, and I expect them to, right? And so now I'm like, you know what? I don't need to coach. I need to hold you accountable, because it's actually, they need to do the work. I can't do it for them. I've given it all away for free on here. Yeah. So many amazing experts have come on and talked about, what they're doing. But the actual coaching thing, that's just not our jam. That's part of the reason I wanted to bring you in, because I'm like, oh, great. We've got coaches that love coaching, go to these girls, like go to these ladies, they love doing that. Whereas for me, if they're not 98%, it just crushes my soul, and I can't.
Yeah, I get it. I understand. I've had some of those nights too. And I remember us pouring out to the community one time. I'm like, guys, like, what is it? Is it us? They're like, no, y'all doing a great job. Well, what is it?
It's them. But that's okay, because they're human.
Right. But everybody isn't going to have that grit that we did to start that business and go out there like every day. Like my daughter right now, she has a cleaning business, and she was struggling.
Gosh, grandmother, mom, daughter, wild.
So she was struggling with getting clients, and she was like, Mom, like, how do I get clients? I'm like, girl, I told you to get in the community, because what we're not going to do is do these little side one-on-one coaching mom calls because I'm coaching all day. Like it's draining.
Yep.
Okay. All you have to do is join the community like everybody else. You do special privileges because you want me to do these little side calls with you. So anyway, I told her, I said, just call apartment complexes. And this is what you need to say. The same day when she called the apartment complex, she won a walkthrough. I kid you not. It was just last week. Just last week, she won a walkthrough, her first walkthrough. And she went, I think she went yesterday.
Yeah, she went on a walkthrough yesterday. She was
Did you
nervous.
Yeah.
Listen, cross our fingers. I feel like she's gonna get it. It's a brand new property. She went in there. The number one thing when you're going on walkthroughs with people, you want to sound like the expert and you want to have confidence because confidence sells. And we talk about energy a lot of the times, and I feel like she killed it.
So I'm telling people to do exactly what I did. All you have to do is just do the work. It's the doing of the work where most people are stuck at. Just do the work. Clients just didn't magically fall in my lap.
Isn't that funny? Yeah. And I think, mindset is everything. Sorry, my dog is whining because we've got kittens. And so there's this whole scene happening beside me because, of course, now's the moment that they decide to, try to play together. But
don't worry. I just sent my kids in the room.
It's okay. They feel
it's a lot. It's reality. You can all say hi to my dog in the chat if you want. But one of the things is in terms of lead generation, when we get office walkthroughs, and we do get a lot of that question, like, oh my gosh, somebody's asked me, what do I do? The one piece of advice, and I'm curious if you give this, and I got this from Rohan Gilks, who taught us. So it's like your AJ is Rohan for us. And it's to bring a clipboard with a piece of paper and a pen. And it's so old school. It's so old school. Like you have to go to Staples and buy a clipboard. And then you bring your little checklist and you write down every single thing the person says. And you mirror it back. We always coach mirroring on this channel. So mirroring is somebody says, hey, I want a 2-bedroom, 2-bath cleaned. You want a 2-bedroom, 2-bath cleaned. Got it. Anything else I need to know? And then they keep going. And then you just keep repeating back. And for whatever reason, there's a psychological trigger that happens where people feel heard. And then they give more. They want more. They pay more. And if you're like a server in a restaurant, you will earn something like 30 or 40% more in tips as a result of using mirroring. And so the exact same thing, but we're doing it with a clipboard. And so we always advise people that. And the number of people that are like, I can't believe that worked instead of my phone. We all want to use our phone because that's obvious, right? Like you put the phone in the but the phone doesn't work like an old school clipboard.
Old school.
Listen,
old school.
She's not lying. She's not lying because that is really how I got more tips when I was a waitress. I started my first job. Yeah, because it's called active listening, and then you build rapport. Because that's another thing that they taught in the call center. They said really listen, write down the keys of what they're saying, acknowledge their problem. Let them know that you hear them. Even if you think that you cannot resolve it, still read it back to them and say, hey, listen, this is what we're going to do for you. I understand what you're dealing with, and this is how I can resolve it. And so I live by that motto all the time. It's like it's repetitive in me. So you're right. It does work. It does work.
Yeah, that's so great. Okay, so let's talk about struggles because we mentioned, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I think that's an expression we both have used. So let's talk about struggles. So within your own cleaning business, we'll park the coaching to the side for a second. But for your own cleaning business, can you give us any good stories of anything that has happened that's terrible or your worst,
she said she wants the juicy stuff.
You want the juicy?
Yeah. Stuff that's be going on. She want all the juicy stuff.
Okay. Well, I know that's what everybody wants to hear. They're thinking it in their head. Somebody's going to steal something.
Disclaimer. Listen, we don't want to run nobody away because this is the business that you need to be in.
Exactly.
Let me just say that. If it was so bad, we would still be in business. Okay.
Thank you for that.
This is the business. All right.
That's exactly it.
You got it. Okay. So I have a horror story, right? So one of the contractors that we hired, she actually was sleeping in the Airbnb. Okay. She got caught sleeping in the Airbnb. All right. In the beginning, when she came on, right, and this is why you need to have your systems in place, right? And Sometimes you may have gaps. It does not mean it's an issue. It just means there's a problem that you can solve. Whenever you look at a problem, don't always look at it as a bad thing. Look at it like the opportunity for you to fix, you know, the little gaps in between. But anywho,
how did you catch her? So she had like the keys or something, or?
Well, glad that you asked. So we actually hired her on. Like she was talking about in the beginning, how she was looking for a job, and she gave me this sob story talking about how she didn't trust a lot of people. So I believed her. You know what I'm saying? I give people the benefit of the doubt because you know you want to help a lot of people. That's what you're in service to do, is to help people financially by if they can clean, if you can grab a broom and a mop, let's go. We can try it. But she came in and we hired her, and her first house was just like overwhelming to her because the guy basically lied on the application and stated that, you know how it is when you have a cleaning company, people will they have a 1-bedroom, but they actually got 2. You know, they'll say it's not that bad, and then you get there, it's trash. So, I mean, we all have been there. So it's kind of like you have to put those systems in place so that way they're called protocols. So that way you can know what to do if this happens. So I'm going to go back to the story. Her first house was trash. She didn't really like that. We didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So every now and again, things are beyond your control, right? But it is our protocol when you arrive to a home, if it's out of the condition of what your scope of work is to stop. Immediately give us a call, because now we have to speak to the client and we have to renegotiate. Okay. So she stopped and she called us. She did. And we talked it out, and she ended up leaving there. And I asked her, do you still want to proceed? She said, yes, I know this is not your fault, yada, yada, yada. So here comes the juicy, because that doesn't sound so bad. So here's the juicy part. So we go along maybe about 2-3 weeks, and all of a sudden, I'm starting to notice that some of the linen was missing from some of the properties, the Airbnb properties. So I'm like, wait a minute, this is an issue. I'm like, what's going on? And then she started to stay longer. Like, there's no reason why you should be in an Airbnb for 12 hours. It only takes about 4 hours in an Airbnb, but she took about 12 hours. Now, she's used to employee mindset. You know what I'm saying? So when you come from that world and you're just brand new as a independent contractor, you're going to be right. You're going to be thinking, well, I'm going to take all day and I'm going to get every little crits and crevices because I want to get that extra money. She didn't understand allotted for a certain amount of time. And we went through this, you know, in our orientation. You know what I'm saying? We're not required to train you. We don't train independent contractors. You know, we rely on you to do what you need to do. But anyway, we started to have missing linen, and I knew it was her because I have systems in place to track certain things. So where the inventory, we have quality control going out to the Airbnbs weekly, you know, to check the inventory, because I ain't got no time. I'm not paying for nobody's linen. You know, I'm not paying to put somebody's food on somebody else's table, because that's not going to be extra for me. But anyway, the linen started to get stolen, and I noticed it was her. So I kind of pulled her to the side and was talking to her about it. Now she catches the attitude. She wants out. We go back and forth, and she's like, oh, well, you were rude to how you were talking to me and all this extra stuff. And I'm like, well, I'm not being rude. And then she was like, well, I know my worth. They all know their worth. You know. Now she's telling me, well, what you're paying for this house, I looked it up on Zillow and it's $1 million house, so you should be paying more. Excuse me? I said, you better be happy that I gave my life to God, because if I was the other Tamika, let me tell you, I would tell you meet me outside real quick. Okay? But
great story.
You know, but she ended up leaving the premises, you know, of where she was at. And she ended up walking off. Now we're thinking that she's gone, right? So I call all the Airbnb hosts and I tell them, whoever she's been there with, change the code. Yeah. I'll change the code. This one Airbnb host, God bless her soul, she did not change her code. And you want to know what? They went in and she sent her best friend inside of the Airbnb because what happened is a guest was supposed to check in, but the guest canceled as soon as they were about to check in. So they got the call. So as an emergency, the Airbnb host sent her best friend, because she stays up the street, to see what was the cause. So she gets there. Girl, her best friend pulls out the phone, immediately starts to record. Guess who's at the Airbnb? In the bed sleep. And she's like, well, what's going on? She was like, well, she said, well, the guests have left. They have canceled their booking. She said, well, you can tell them to come back. I'm almost done cleaning. How? When you're in there asleep.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's amazing. Okay. That's a good horror story. I haven't heard that one before.
Yes.
So many lessons in there. One of them I want to touch on, because you talked about the cleaner trying to extend the amount of time so she made more money.
Yes.
Did you change your model after that so that you pay a percentage of the total job rather than paying by the hour? Or did you stick with hourly and it just takes what it takes?
Well, we actually pay a percentage of the job because we don't pay by the hour. I mean, how we like to let people know is if you break it down, you're making this per hour. So we let people know competitively, come on, you're making like $25
she knew
an
that
hour.
She was getting a flat fee.
Yeah, she knew that.
So she did know that. So she was
just had that discussion before she had the job.
Exactly.
She knew she was getting paid for the unit.
Exactly.
Now, what happened was the reason she was there in that first unit so long is we found out the reason she was sleeping in the unit, she didn't have anywhere to stay.
Right.
Yeah, so of course.
Yeah, she was lying, and that's why she was there so long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, poor thing, but yeah, that's not the way. Yeah. Wow.
It's embarrassing for your client.
Of course.
Your client to catch a cleaner that's no longer. And I called them and I said, change the codes. And her thing was she knows her worth and she wanted to get paid more. Obviously, there was a struggle. There was an issue with money. So you need more money. You don't understand. As a business owner, you're only allowed it to a certain fine line of what you can pay people according to the market and then your own finances, right? And then once you tell a person, hey, listen, before we move forward, is this okay? Because we ask everybody, if this is not for you, we ask them up front, like, what are your salary requirements? Like, if somebody comes in there and it's a single father trying to take care of a family of 5, we tell them, no, this is not the place for you because it does not have enough. We only have enough that's allotted for this amount of time. We don't have no overtime and stuff like that where you work past 40 hours. It is what it is. Because our thing is, if our clients love you, then you can get the work. But you got to be good. You can't just go in and just slop stuff together. You can't do that. You know?
So one lady in the bed. Another thing that happened was really funny, not funny at all. We now live in Atlanta, and our business is in Savannah. So before we decided to make the transition to Atlanta, we needed to put our A players in place because they're going to be doing our walkthroughs. They're going to be like, they're going to be our boots on the ground in Savannah. You can't make a move like this without some boots on the ground.
Yes.
So when we got here, we got settled in, and then one of our A players, we get a phone call from our client, and this is an A player. Is a person that is never late. That is literally outstanding cleaner. I can't speak enough about this girl. Outstanding. But for her not to show up to work was very like, what? She would definitely call us. So, my client called and was like, where is she? I mean, never late, ever, So I'm like, okay, let me call. So everybody's calling, trying to figure out where she's at. And then I think about 2 hours later, we get a phone call from the client who says, I know where she's at. And we're like, where? She's in jail.
Oh, no.
For murder.
No! Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you got to be kidding me right now.
Wow. That trumps the sleeping in the Airbnb.
It does.
So I'm like, We moved all the way up here. I mean, we were prepared, and then this happens.
Wow.
Now, it was definitely a self-defense thing, but still,
Okay. But
and
still.
then for your client to call you, and then my client was like, "Well, she can't come back here. If she do it, she's not coming back." And I'm like,
of course, yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
So you've been through it. So okay, so then we got to talk about the good, because you've had enough bad to quit.
Yeah.
But you didn't quit.
Yeah.
Now you're coaching other people. So we got to talk about why you're still in it, because there's got to be more good than bad. This is going to be good.
Oh, go ahead, answer that. And
she
then
wants me to answer it. Let you answer it.
And I apologize while you're thinking about it. I apologize for my shaking camera. That's the cat jumping on the.
Oh, you're fine.
Oh, I don't even see it.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
But listen, there have been maybe 100 times I wanted to give this business up.
Oh,
and I'm telling you, I'm now just realizing it is just the nature of the business. I have become so numb to the BS in this business. Like literally, I've had people try to steal my clients. We only told you like 2% of the bad stuff, right? People trying to steal our clients paying late, causing us to be late on payroll, people mad at us. Clients, not being so truthful, us having to give free cleanings, us paying cleaners when they didn't do a good job, just to get them out of the way, and not do the back and forth. Like, we have really been through enough
to quit,
to just throw the whole business away. But I have become numb to all of this stuff that goes on, and I just realized that I've made more money in this business than any job I've ever had in my whole entire life. Okay. It is hard. When you are growing a future multi-million-dollar company, it will be hard.
Yeah.
It is not going to be easy.
Okay.
So I don't know why people are thinking in YouTube land that they're supposed to put some, automations together and everything is just supposed to magically woo. No, it's not.
No. Yeah.
Okay. So, when I have my bad days and Tamika has her bad days, we just shut the computer down. Hey, let's just take a break today. You know?
Yeah.
We'll feel tomorrow.
Exactly. We always say there's no such thing as a cleaning emergency. In your case, there kind of is, having dealt with a couple of big ones, but they're really, they're still not about cleaning. And so a lot of the like panic that happens in this business is just people being people and, just being who they are. And this business is dealing with people, you guys. So like, for anybody listening who's like, okay, cleaning industry is an easy side hustle. I mean, maybe if you're dealing with robots, but you're not. You're dealing with human beings. And that's the best part about this business in a lot of ways, because robots can't do cleaning yet.
Absolutely not.
And I always use Roomba as an example. Those little Roomba vacuum things, and everybody thought, oh, I'll never need to vacuum again. Every single house that has a Roomba also has a vacuum, and it also has a human being that has to do the vacuuming and do the Roomba clean out. And so your cleaners, it's such a safe business to be in when AI is taking over jobs, or when Amazon is shutting down so many small businesses, small little brick and mortar shops. So there's a lot of people that are drawn to this who are like, hey, I can, but at the same time, like, money wise, it is so good. It is so good. Right. And in our case, because we use Convert Labs and we're very systems focused, we are genuinely only working about an hour, maybe 2 on tough days on this actual business. That's why you're able to coach. And I bet you're spending way more time on the coaching.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Well, we need to automate the coaching.
If I was in my business, we wouldn't have time to do the coaching.
Right.
And then sometimes me and Tamika, we're like, what would we be doing if we didn't do the coaching? You know what I mean?
Knitting or craft.
When you have all your systems in place, you have your workers, you have, a good bit of clients, you got it going. It does not require a lot of time in this business. So all the times when I was thinking about giving up, I had to sit down and have a woosah moment. Like, well, you know what? that problem isn't really that bad. Even the problem, you know, that we had with our client, she was upset because, you know, the building couldn't get clean. However, we had been working with her for the last 3 years. So she's very understandable. She understands. I mean, come
She's
on.
not going anywhere. You'd have to really make her mad for her to leave.
Yeah, and she's still with us to this day. She was like, oh man, she was upset, but I'm like, listen, hey, that's why you have to have a plethora of cleaners. You know, you got to figure it out. You just got
hiring.
You know, so we were in the situation where we had to figure out. Sometimes we had to drive 4 hours to Savannah to go figure something out.
Yeah.
Okay. And then after we figure it out, we're back home. We don't do that a lot, but you know, it's the business, you know.
Yeah, and it is a business, and it's not, you know, it's not a side hustle. It's not something you're just kind of half doing. This is paying your bills, and it's feeding your 5 kids, and it's also with your coaching business helping so many other amazing people do this for their own families and for their own cleaners and communities. So it's all good. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the summit. I'm gonna throw it up on the screen. So let me first set this up. The summit is happening on January 9th and 10th. And let's see. Are you able to see that? Yes. Okay.
Yes, it was beautiful.
I'm so excited for this. So Jen and I, almost every year, we've been teaching this 21 days to launch, grow, and scale your cleaning business. But Jen did all this work to edit the video. So we have an almost 4-hour video now that people are watching, they're following, they're doing the work. And so we realized we don't need to do a 21 days on YouTube thing again. It's out there. Just follow that. But then we started thinking, you know, we love the January push, like everybody in January, that's the time when a lot of people start businesses. It's also a great time for cleaning businesses because our high season is in spring and summer. So for people who start in January, they've got some time to like build their company. Right. And then we went to people we knew and we were like, hey, do you want to talk? Do you want to talk? Do you want to talk? And we got this awesome group of people, including you two. But also we've got AJ speaking. So I'm going to talk a little bit about all the speakers. And then we'll get to you two beautiful ladies down here. I don't know how the order is, but anyway. So we have Russ Henneberry. He's going to be doing an AI session. He's like my mentor in all things AI. He wrote Digital Marketing for Dummies. So he really knows his stuff. And he's doing a session, I hope you both can attend, on how to write content that actually converts using AI. So a lot of people, especially those that are in social media that are using like Facebook or Instagram or whatever, you know, a lot of people are starting to use AI, but like they're doing a terrible job of it. And so Russ helps us to go, okay, who's your ideal demographic? What are their struggles? What are their pain points? And speak directly to that and how we solve it. Okay.
I love that. Yeah.
It's so good. And then Kevin is speaking about Convert Labs. We're going to do a session together in terms of how Convert Labs solves a lot of the problems that cleaning company owners have. And I know you both can speak to that too, having just switched to it.
Yeah.
Rohan over here, he is in our world is like the GOAT of the cleaning industry in terms of systematizing and setting this thing up to scale. He did a Reddit post over 12 years ago that went viral. And as a result, Kevin over here built his business, then sold it, and then built Convert Labs. So Rohan has built a new software called Mop Hiring, which helps with hiring. So one of those big pain points for a lot of people running these businesses is hiring. Steph is a good friend of mine. She's going to be doing like mindset, heart-centered approach to being a business owner. Neil, do you guys know Neil?
No.
He has a podcast about running these businesses remotely. And then he's now got a franchise. And I believe he has 60 locations now. So made this as a franchise. So he'll be talking about how you can, you know, save 5 years of learning this on your own. And just buy a franchise from him, which is really smart. I personally am more of a, you know, an entrepreneur, build my own business, but I know there's a lot of people out there that are just like, can I just buy it and do it?
Yeah. It saves so much more easier just to buy it. But you got to have some grit though.
you got to have some grit and you got to have some cash flow, because this is for people that can afford to buy a franchise. It's not going to be, as cheap as starting it out on your own, which is fair. Yeah. And then there's your boy, AJ.
Yeah. He's gonna kill it.
Oh my God, he's gonna kill it. And the reason we invited him in is he's also a YouTuber, but he talks specifically about commercial cleaning. And that's something that we really don't talk about on this channel. We really focus on residential cleaning. So AJ is going to talk commercial, which will be really fun. And then Mike, this would be interesting for you both. He is going to be talking about how to build your business so you can sell it for the most amount of money possible.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yes.
I've had many meetings with him. When we built our own cleaning company, that was one of the first things I did, was set up a meeting with somebody who could say, yes, you're on track to sell this thing, and for how much money. So I love that, because not that we want to sell, but I like knowing that I've set it up right so that when I'm ready to sell, we make as much money possible.
Absolutely.
Right? Like,
yeah,
he's awesome. And he works internationally as well. So anybody with cleaning companies all over the world, he will be able to help you. And then Matt here, I'm meeting him in person. This is the first person
No way
that I will ever meet in person in the couple years that we've been doing this YouTube thing. Matt also is a YouTuber. His channel is called Hey Tony, or I think it's his name, Matt Diamante. We're meeting him at Christmas in Ontario, which is where he lives. And we'll be having some sit-down drinks with him, which is so fun. But Matt is talking SEO. So how to get found online, on Google, on AI, which basically means, for us in the cleaning company space, it means spending less money on marketing so that you get the right leads. You're attracting the right leads to you in everything that you do.
Oh my God. That is huge right there.
It's huge. Are you still spending money on marketing? Like, do you guys pay for leads and ads and stuff?
Yeah.
For your business? Yeah. Okay. You want to listen to Matt, because we spent $2,000 this year.
Wow.
Like 15 ads. We spent zero on marketing, you guys.
Wow. All SEO. All
SEO all the time. And it sounds
good.
You're going to love it. It sounds so much harder than it actually is. And in cleaning, I will tell you, 99% of people that have cleaning companies know nothing about SEO. They do nothing. And so it's really easy to be good at it, because if you just know the basics, your company will crush it. So that's Matt. And now we have you, both of you, with Rob stuck in the middle here. And you're going to be speaking about pricing your services, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So I'll get into that a little bit more, but I will just do a little plug here. At the very top, you can see there's a VIP access. All the VIPs get, it's $99 US, and you get all the recordings, and you get 2 special Q&A sessions with Kevin and I. So it'll just be the VIPs, where we will answer everything you could possibly ever want to know. But you also get these perks, which are all of our digital downloads. I need to do some math and figure out what this is worth, but it's worth more than the $99. I'll tell you that much.
Wow.
So you get all these amazing tools and kits to help you, as well as the book that we wrote. So that's all there. Everybody can start signing up. Today's the first day that we've officially announced it. But let's get into what you both are going to be talking about when it comes to your session.
So one of our favorite topics is pricing, because I feel like if I didn't mess up on one thing in business, it's been numbers. I messed up on numbers a lot of times, and numbers is like the heartbeat of a business. If you don't know your numbers, you might as well go get a job.
Yeah.
I remember the days, the years when I first started, and I was making a lot of money. I can see that I was making a lot of money, but where is it going? Because right after I would make payroll, I didn't have much left over, So, I mean, my first mistake, I made so many mistakes, but I didn't price right in the beginning. I didn't have the proper separation in my bank accounts. So one thing that we're going to be going in is pricing, how to price correctly, and how to actually become profitable.
Okay, I love that.
Business. and Tamika's gonna kill it on it. I know you.
Yeah, I mean, numbers is my forte. I love it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just piecing everything together because pricing helps you out with a lot. And it's like people are so much, they're underbidding so much because they're just trying to just grasp the first thing that comes in. And these clients, they know that. It's almost like being in high school again and you're getting called a fresh meat and they're like, yep, I'm going to take that one, you know, and then they go so fast. They take the bid so fast. You're like, wow, am I good or what just happened? No, you're cheap. So lay down the fine line of when it comes to price and like just the things that you need to look for and things to pay attention to when you're pricing, because it helps out to know, hey, are my taxes covered? Is my overhead covered? You know, my profit, okay, business profit, is the business making money? Because no one should be paying for overhead. Like your business needs to pay for your overhead. I mean, and we get so many complaints about the money not sticking, where you have to rob Peter to pay Paul. But what if Peter don't got the money for you to rob it to pay Paul? So it can be a thin line between everything, and I cannot wait for it because this is going to be a huge eye opener for a lot of people, especially when starting their cleaning business up in the beginning, because this is very crucial to know. Hey, listen, if you can get these two basic things, like forget all that stuff, blibble blabble you hear on YouTube. It's so much stuff on it. It is
very confusing.
Yeah, it's so confusing.
But if you can literally, like, we just did a video, matter of fact, about overhead.
Yeah.
Just
good.
On our YouTube channel. Y'all can check it out, Tenacity Academy, our best video. And it's so many. We got a list of 100 different things that could be considered overhead. And when I first started my business, I was not factoring in all of these little things, like the bank hidden fees. I used to get these loans, and the loan charges you interest. Like all of it's just so many. It's a lot. So
I love that.
Factoring in all of the things, then who's paying for it?
You.
Yeah, it's still you. You just haven't accounted for it. Okay, I love that. I feel like I need you in my personal life for my own budget, because I've always been really terrible at, keeping track of. I'm like, do I have money or not? Okay, good. I have it. Great. Spend it.
That was me.
Yeah. One of the things that Convert Labs has solved for a lot of people that have started these businesses is that cash flow issue, because when you set up a Labs account, and I'll add the banner so anybody watching this can, to get their Convert Labs account going, you are putting a hold on somebody's credit card before you even send the cleaner out the door. Absolutely. And so it is huge. And that's why, by the way, somebody from Stripe is also speaking. They're our payment processor system, and they have, it'll be, it's an engineer. It's actually going to be interesting, but he's going to go through like things like chargebacks when people have clients complaining and are like, hey, I don't want to pay this. And then they get a chargeback. And so he'll be dealing with kind of best practices. What do you do when a client's doing that? How do you say, actually, we did do the work, and here's the evidence. But having the holds go through, like I just had a client yesterday that booked for today, and I looked and I was like, it's already red, showing they don't have enough funds on the card. And so I'm not even going to spend more than 30 seconds on this. Normally I do a whole onboarding thing and I make sure they understand. In this instance, I'm like, hey, do you want to put a new card on? Otherwise I'm going to cancel it. Because you don't have any, it's not going to clear. And so you're able to nip that in the bud. That's huge. Like no cleaners go out the door unless we know that card's going to clear.
That's for sure.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Right?
I love that part about Convert Labs. I love it.
So in your own business, you did make the switch. You didn't have it until Megan told you. This is what I wanted to talk about with people that are in the chat right now. Like you guys are so important in the chat. Like we have no idea unless you're leaving us comments, participating in our communities, letting us know like, hey, this is working. This isn't working for me. But in this case, like Megan literally changed your lives by saying, hey, you guys should be on Convert Labs. And so how did that change your own business?
Oh my gosh.
Man. So first of all, I was doing a coaching call with Megan, And Megan was like, hey, check out my website, do a website audit. So I started to do a website audit, and I started like asking her questions about the website. And she said, well, it's not just a website. It does so much more than just the website. So I'm like, okay.
So show me more. Wait, what?
To tell me, she was like, yeah,
Right.
like I can sign my cleaners up, like I can put them in the back end of it. It can send off emails. It can, accept it has a booking form on it, and they can pay online. And she just started going on and on. I'm like, for how much again?
I know,
she told
right?
me the price.
Yeah.
And I said, well, let me check it out, because it sounds
Spidey senses.
I'll get back with you.
Yeah.
It's
So
legit.
her, and you can ask her, like when I looked at her, I said, wow, this is easy. I love this. This is easy. It's I'm a fan of easy. I'm not a fan of complex.
Too.
I'm such a fan of easy. And at the time we were with Booking Koala. And we were experiencing some issues. I'm not the most techie person in the world, so I just was experiencing some stagnant stuff with some issues, right? So when I went on Convert Labs, I was able to just put the booking form together like this. Like it was so self-explanatory.
Yeah.
It was so self-explanatory. You can ask her. I was happy as hell. Walking around, I'm like, man, this is crazy easy. Like, we need to switch to this.
Yeah. I mean, everything about Convert Labs is, number one, what's huge with me is customer service. And the fact that Kevin is there, right? That means everything. Like, no one would just leave you unattended. There's so many people that's there, and the community on top of that. Like, it is such an amazing opportunity for you to actually experience, because you have so many issues with other providers. You hear people complaining about, man, what if I have an issue? There's no one that can talk to me. Who's going to explain to me what's going on? And then you get people on the phone. Let's just say you get people on the phone. They don't even know about the product. So they can't even help you solve the problem. But what I love most, like, besides everything else, my number one reason of why we decided to switch was just because of the customer service. And like, everybody is there. Like,
I'm going to tell Kevin that. He's going to love that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's huge. And on top of, like, it's like a one-stop shop, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. Yeah.
And it's so perfect for like a beginning cleaning business owner who does not understand all the techie stuff. Listen, you don't even have to worry about that. All you have to do is give someone your prices, tell them what colors, tell them, hey, here's your logo. It's all done. Like,
it really is.
What do you need?
Yes, yes. They have an amazing team that will do it for you. They'll even put the booking form on your website for you, is what Kevin ended up doing for us. And I was like, wow, you guys do that?
The automation.
It's you would never really see the owner of the software company and actually be able to talk to them.
Absolutely.
And I have to say, this is so great. I wish Kevin was here, because I'll send it to him later. But two things. We have a video that my sister did, Jen, who she walks you through how to set up your website. So for anybody who's not technical, but also for the people that want to know how to SEO your website from day one. Yes. So that's like setting up your heading that says what you do and where you do it. And the majority of cleaning company websites don't do that. I don't say what they do and where they do it. And so you're like wandering around, and then you bounce. You're like, I'm out of here. I don't know what they do. So anyway, so Jen has a really great video where you will watch it and you'll pause and you'll do the work. And, she shows you inside Convert Labs and how to do it. The second thing I wanted to say is that the other reason I love Convert Labs, first off, they taught us how to run this business. Like, I would know nothing without Kevin showing me. But his little team, and a lot of people don't know this, it is literally Kevin and like 3 people that run this whole company. And they're putting through, I don't know, 500 million, $1 billion. I don't even know how much money is going through Stripe because of all these companies that are using Convert Labs to run their companies. And almost all the other software places that are out there are like VC backed. They have, one of them had like $75 million of investment. So like, they're these huge machines, and they're trying to do all these different industries, right? So they're not just cleaning, they're also, roofing or tiling or whatever. Like, name a human being business where they have to do the work in your house. These guys are trying to capture all of it. Whereas Kevin started a cleaning business using the same blueprint, like 10 years ago, 15 years ago. He sold it for 6 figures, traveled around the world, got bored, as you do. Because traveling's cool, but eventually you're like, okay, now what? Right. And then it's like, oh, I can build this software to solve all the problems I saw. And then, so the people you're talking to, like Giancarlo, they build your website with you or for you using the templates. And like, they're the same people that have been there for 3-4 years, So when I tell people, like, just reach out to them, they're like, really? It's like, yeah, no, really, they will answer it.
Yeah, I love the websites. And see, we could be talking all day, right? Just about Convert Labs, because the websites, they're not so overwhelming. Like when people go to like customers, they go to your website, they can clearly see what you do, who you are, and why you do it. Like they don't have to get lost trying to figure out, wait a minute, now they on Facebook, they're on YouTube, because they get distracted. Like someone can really come to your website and really see what you do. And I love that. It's the simple colors. It's not like all over the place. Like I love it.
Like, I really wish I would have found a Convert Labs in 2018 when I first started, because it's perfect for a solo cleaner. Yeah, you don't have to. It has the website. It has everything in it. Just get it and go.
Did we not say automation? Like guys, like for real, automation is the way to go. So that so much easier works for you. Okay, that is a huge thing. Like let me tell you guys something. Like it's not just about the information when it comes to start growing and scaling your business. It's about the systems behind the play that gets you the clients, everything, your workers. That automation, if that automation is set in place for you to not only nurture your clients, but reel them in, the actual clients that you're talking to, man, that'll change everything for you. So you don't have to sit here for hours trying to watch a YouTube video on how to put a workflow together. You don't have to do none of that. Everything is all set up for you. Like I would, and let me tell you, and it's not just because I like Kevin. Okay, it's not. All right. The stuff is thebomb.com. I'm not lying to you. Like Convert Labs is the ish. Okay. It is the
I love this. Oh my gosh. I this is so great. Like I could not, and I'm not paying you any money. And I don't own Convert Labs. I'm just a user, but I'm obviously a fan. I did want to do a little plug. A lot of what we're talking about is from this book. I don't know if you guys have read it yet. They Ask, You Answer. It's probably backwards because I'm mirrored. No, it's not. Okay, cool. So this is by Marcus Sheridan. Everybody who's listening, if you are interested in understanding why this model works, this is the closest business book I've ever found that actually explains why this all works. And so the concept is, with a Convert Labs website, you are answering the question, what do you do? Where do you do it? And how much is it for my specific situation? So for my size house, for the type of clean I want, how much is it? That's all they want to know. When they're calling you, they want to know, are you available on such and such a day? This is the size of my house. This is the type of cleaning I need. I've got 2 dogs. I've got 3 bathrooms. Like none of this needs to be answered in the old school way. You still have to answer the phone, guys, but you can answer it all through your website. And it is, very modern. And to me, like being an online shopper, I'm like, how is it taking so long for the cleaning industry to just give away the prices? But this is new. Yeah. Right? On a video where you guys were like, no, don't give away the prices. This was a few years ago. Yeah. And now you give away the prices.
We definitely give away the prices now.
Yeah. And you want to filter out. So it's doing a bunch of things. It's attracting your ideal client because your ideal client is busy. So they just want the answer. But it's also repelling the clients that are like, I only want to pay $10 an hour. Well, peace out.
There you go.
They can like your house clean for that. Yeah. Maybe by somebody else, but not by us.
Yeah. Yes, look, we're both talking at the same time. Go ahead. We have so much to say about Convert Labs. You go ahead, then I'll go.
Yeah, we have to just move with the times. We're moving into 2026. And literally, like me and Tamika, we just put like a AI agent on our phone to answer the phone calls for us and book for us and stuff like that. Like, we're moving with the times. This is where the times are going now. People want fast.
Wait, so are you using Quo, QUO, or OpenPhone for your AI agent? What are you using?
Oh, no. Well, we actually got Go High Level for it. But
okay.
Yeah, we did check out the quote. We checked.
That's going to be a second call.
So just to let you know, we are using Quo now. We got rid of Ring Central. So
good. Okay. Yeah, these guys were on Ring Central.
We
Okay.
were on Ring Central, girl. It was charging $200 and something a month. Okay, so yeah.
And Quo was what, $20? Okay, because Quo, I'm trying to get them for the summit. We haven't had any luck yet, but Quo has an AI agent, and I think it's like, instead of paying $20 a month, you pay like 30. You do have to train it, but you can train like an AI agent. Yeah, I know. Now, I said that, but everybody in the community, we have about 900 people in the Convert Labs community. Every month or so, I pop in and I'm like, hey, has anybody tested this yet? And I just haven't had time to really set it up, but I will eventually get it set up perfectly so that it's working. Okay. But I don't have it set up yet. So if anybody does and you've just tested it, please let us know in the comments. I would love to do a video.
Right now. Hold on. Let me.
It's so cool. Like, see, guys, this is another reason why you need to be in Convert Labs communities. Like, a lot of information.
This is your phone.
You have reached Tenacity Maids Home Services. How can I help you today?
Yes, I would like a deep clean on my house.
Got it. Our deep cleaning service is perfect for a thorough, detailed clean, including inside appliances, baseboards, windows, and sanitization. Let me check our available appointment slots for you. One moment, please. Here are some available slots for a deep cleaning on Thursday, December 18th at 1:30 p.m. or 2 p.m. On Friday, December 19th at 8 a.m., 9:30 a.m., or 11 a.m. On Monday, December 22nd at 9 a.m., 10:30 a.m., or 11:30 a.m. Do any of these work for you?
Yes, I'll take Friday at, did you say 8 a.m.?
Yes, that's correct. Friday, December 19th at 8 a.m. Let me confirm your email address to finalize the booking. I see we have your email at tenacityqueen@gmail.com.
Oh, because you phoned from yourself. Yeah.
Yes, correct.
Wow.
You're all set for Friday, December 19th at 8 a.m. You'll receive a confirmation email shortly at tenacityqueen@gmail.com. Yeah. Is there anything else I can assist you with today?
I just got the email right here. Bloop. So it's just that simple. So when they call, they book, and then it goes to my VA, and then she puts it on into Convert Labs. This is all happening while we are probably picking the kids up from school or some shit.
Exactly. And then the next level with this, I know Kevin's working on this with some sort of an integration. So with Quo and Convert Labs, because that's really next level where there's no VA in the middle. So then somebody makes a booking on the phone, hopefully through Quo's, system. But they know your live availability with your appointments. They're able to give an actual price based on the size of the house, as well as the days. Close the thing. You guys.
Yeah.
That's happen in the next couple of years, if not in the next few months.
Give it the price as well. See what the AI agent is, you just have to feed it the information.
Exactly.
So it's not as complicated as people may think, but you just feed it all of your data, and it will literally act as if a human. It will tell you the price of the deep clean, anything you feed it. It's so amazing. It's so amazing.
Oh my gosh, you guys, so cool. Okay. And then the last, we need to get your Gmail. We need to get you to have it be at hello@tenacityacademy.com. I'm going to send you guys a video for how to do that, because you have a Gmail account. You're already paying for it. It is so easy to do. So I'm going to send you that video.
5 different business accounts though.
Yeah. So you got to get all of them. No. You got to get them all running into one. It just makes you look more pro than at gmail.com. And you are pro, So yeah. So I'll send you that video, and then each of you can have your own, and just have them all driving to that same. It's going to save and energy and you're good. Okay. So final things. I'm going to add in the, I should have done this before. Sorry, guys, you're going to hear me typing. It is event.cleaningcompanysummit.com to sign up for that. And I'm going to throw that into, where did it go? Show. Okay, there you go. So that is the link to sign up for the summit. You can register for these folks. It is free, by the way. The VIP is the extra $99. That's for the recordings, but if you can attend live, it is free. So please come. It's awesome. We did have a question in the chat, so I'm going to say we'll answer that. Yeah, the chat's blowing up. Everybody's been loving you guys. It's awesome.
Questions. Which y'all want to know?
Ahmed asks, excuse me, do you recommend to start the cleaning business services in the UK because I'm in the UK? I say yes.
Yes, definitely.
We actually have people all over the world starting these. Convert Labs is currently only in English, which is fine, obviously, for the UK. But for anybody else watching this who's in like other countries, I know Kevin's team has been helping. We've got somebody in Canada who's in Quebec, which is French and English. And so his team is learning how to do the translations. But for people in other countries, if you do need another language, again, you would just go to Kevin's team. And AI can practically solve most of these things now, but still. And then for the UK, I mean, massive market. And they want the exact same things that everyone else wants. They want to know where it is, how much it costs, what do you do? And I can safely tell you there are so few that give that away. Like I have done a lot of digging on the UK and I'm like, I cannot believe they are still stuck. And the UK is advanced with a lot of things, but this one thing they are not advanced with. They do not give the prices away. They do not have live online booking. They're old school. And it's like, guys, get on board with this because now is the time. We did a coaching session with a guy in Manchester or Birmingham. I think it was Birmingham. Anyway, he was getting it set up and I was like, sky is the limit because nobody is doing this. So yes. There's tons of cleaning companies. They're just not doing it in this modern way.
Yes. 1,000%. Dominate that market.
1,000%. Right. Huge market. I mean, and it's dense population, yes. The cleaning industry, by the way, worldwide is growing year after year after year. So the more people are working from home, the more people are doing, everybody's working 3 jobs, 4 jobs, has a bunch of kids. Like that's like the norm now, right? Yes. And so people outsource the cleaning and they're your ideal clients because they're busy. So they don't bug you.
So whoever it was, just go ahead and get started. Get yourself in a good community, so they can teach you the basics of business. But number one, never let anyone stop you. Any type of obstacles get in your way when it comes to just starting a cleaning business, because everybody would tell you everything above the sun, but do not listen to them if they're not doing the things that you're trying to do. Okay, that's the number one thing for me.
Yes.
Oh, I love that. And you know what's so funny about that? Like we have people that will listen to other gurus in like business spaces and they're like, no, you're supposed to. And it's like, no, just listen to people in the cleaning industry space because it's different. Yeah. Like you don't use the same tactics from AT&T that you use for cleaning other than great customer service. You don't need to use the same, right?
Yeah.
You don't. Yes. And we tell people all the time, do not do what we do. You use what we do as a blueprint, as a roadmap for you to develop your own. Okay. And that's just how you're supposed to do it. And that's what comes with pricing too. You know what I'm saying? We tell people, listen, do not price like us, because everybody that's on YouTube, they have their own margins. That's why they price the way they price. And that is one thing that they don't say on YouTube. Hey, don't price this way.
There's no one size fit all when it comes to price.
Exactly. 1,000% agree.
It's a long conversation.
Love it. Okay. And then
questions.
Keisha says, hi, Coach Katrina and Tamika. And okay, Tamika, what was the phone app Tenacity just showed the example of? Now, that was Go High Level, right?
Yeah, we actually have our own white label Go High Level, so that's what we use. Or you can use Quo, like what you just mentioned. Yeah.
Can you put your link to that in our chat afterwards, and then they can link to that? Now, I'm going to explain Go High Level in like a top-down kind of way, bird's eye view. So when people are using other software like Booking Koala or Jobber or ZenMaids, or, there's a million of them, when they're using those, so not ConvertLabs, they tend to need to do some sort of a email and text system for their clients. And so that's where they end up signing up for Go High Level. The cost of that is very high when you are combining all the different softwares. And so this is why these guys were like, what? ConvertLabs does all of this for that price? Which is, $197 a month. You don't need Go High Level when you have ConvertLabs. So I'm going to say that to anybody on this. But if you already have a cleaning company and you're like, I can't change software, this is crazy, I'm already on this other software. Like, I hear you, I get it. It is a struggle to change softwares. But so if you don't have that, then yes, you should get Go High Level. You're probably going to spend between $300 and $500 a month on it. And that's why, like, once you discover something like ConvertLabs, you're like, oh, okay. I don't have to do all that other stuff. However, so I said all that. You guys drop that link in because I'm sure people will be interested in checking it out. And then for Quo, again, I'm not there yet. Once I figure out how to use it, I'll do a video on this channel and I show you guys how that AI works and we can play with it. It'll be so fun.
Because I actually started it and I was not ready before this live. So I was like, oh my gosh, because I want to know what more it does. Because if you can combine ConvertLabs and Quo, do you understand what that'll do?
$220 to run your entire cleaning company. I know.
And then you have them to answer the phone. Do you know how many people struggle with just the trust with people, just bringing them into their business and just hiring somebody to do that? And you can have a computer to do that for you. Like, come on, man.
I know. Some people will be turned off by it. Like, it does sound like a robot. It's not, and you do have to have your systems in place before you can go straight to robot. So
we literally just signed like three of our students up on it. And they've been blown away. All week we've been signing our students up on that.
Oh my gosh.
AI agent. They're like, what? Like,
that is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
We'll have to do another call just about the phone. I think that's going to be really fun. Okay, here's another example, another question. Giovanni, do you recommend WT or 1099 workers? So this is obviously somebody in the US. For our international audience, they're talking about employee or independent contractors. My mom wants me to hire her since she lost one of her jobs of 15 years old. Well, what do you think?
That's a good question. We get asked that all the time. And I'm going to be very, very, it's going to sound cliche, but I'm going to be very honest. It does not matter which one you hire, whether it's W-2 or independent contractor. It all depends on you. Because when you want to have W-2 workers, you want to have control. You get to brand them by putting them the uniform on. You get to tell them where they have to be, what time they have to be there. You can write them up. You got to go through this whole enchilada with the write up, the verbal, and all this extra stuff. Now, when you're dealing with ICs, you cannot train them. There's a fine line. That's that gray area. You have to be very careful when it comes to hiring ICs. Me personally, if you don't like to, be overwhelming and overbearing and micromanage, I would say go ahead and go with independent contractors. But if you ask me now, sometimes they can kind of be the same when it comes to pricing, but you can get a little bit more done if you have employees because they are there a little bit more than the actual independent contractor because they have other clients. But if you're just getting started, and let's just say you want to grow your company and you're still working a 9-to-5, you can hire independent contractors because they're used to that independent contractor life. They're not looking to have a 9-to-5 right now. You know what I'm saying? They have other clients. So those employees, they're going to be wanting you to give them a full-time shift. They're going to be wanting something to keep them busy. But
if you don't have full time, like how are you going to have full time when you're first starting?
Exactly.
You're not.
Exactly. So how do you feel?
You already know because I answered this question so many times. She already said some of the stuff that I always say. Literally, if you are just starting out, I always would recommend just start off with independent contractors because you don't have a full shift to put nobody on. So if you hire a employee, they're looking for full time. They're looking for, they're looking for 9 to 5 or maybe part time, and you just don't have the clients right now. So I would definitely say start off at independent contractors and then switch to employees later on.
Yeah,
you got it. I would say the same thing. I'm big on the independent contractor model. I don't think I'll ever switch to employees, although our accountants are making us switch to employees, which is funny. So my sister and I, as of January, are going to be employees, but it's because we're making too much money. So it's a tax play.
Yeah. That's another tricky thing too.
Yeah. But for the contractors, like we keep everybody as independent contractors. My philosophy is I don't want to do any training. I'm not a micromanager, and I don't want to go back to a 9 to 5 for myself or for my people. Like, period. I want them to have choice over when they work, how they work, what tools they use. Like, I don't know how to clean. Couldn't care less. You know how to do it. Go do it.
Right.
And we pay 60% of every job goes directly to the contractor. So on average, they're earning about the same they would charge for themselves if they were going direct to clients. Now, that's important in this model because I don't want them feeling like if they work for us, they make less than if they work for themselves.
Right.
So it's got to be about equal. And then they've got our support. They get our help. We manage the clients. We're there when they're having, like yesterday, I had an issue with a very aggressive man. He wasn't physically aggressive, but he was vocally, like even on the phone, I was like, oh yeah, I can see why my cleaner wants to get the hell out of there. This guy is just too much. And he's got a female cleaner in his house. Like, no. And so she knows I'm there for her, immediately. Like I drop everything and I'm like, I got you, and then I get to be a bit of a pit bull and say, yeah, no, you can't talk to our cleaners that way. She's out. Done. And so it's beneficial for the cleaners to work with us. So that's why I'm like independent contractor all the way. I don't want to have a business where I'm running employee. Ugh.
Yeah.
But we got Daniel. We've got a really good video with Daniel. He's I've done a hot seat call with him. He's in one of the Carolinas, and I always get them confused. But he went the employee route because he wanted the stability. He wanted to know, like, these are my people. He's big in his community. I think he's even a council member or like a, state, whatever you call it in America. He's involved in the local politics. And so for him, it was really important to have a business where he had employees.
Yeah.
And like that's, he buys the products, he does the training, he does, and I'm like, all right, I don't want another job. That's a job.
To do that.
No, it's too much work. No, just hire people that know what they're doing. It's just easier. But and then Giovanni also said, okay, cool. My mom used to make us clean with her when we were younger, so I know she knows what she's doing. I love this grandma, mom, daughter, like it's so funny. I love it. Okay. We've gone well over. I knew we would because we could talk for hours. That's what happened the other day when we did our first Zoom.
I know.
We've got more to talk about, but we've got the summit coming up January 9th and 10th. I'll throw up that banner again. So please do come and join us, anybody who's watching this. And for you folks, enjoy your holiday season, and I'll see you in the new year.
All right.
Yes, you guys, thank you so much for having us. We really appreciate this.
And thank you for having us on the summit. Like it is really a pleasure to be on the summit with you.
We're gonna have so much fun. I got to get AJ on here next. I'm gonna reach out to him and we'll do a little sesh, and I'll just keep doing this. So great.
Yeah, keep it up. Momentum. Keep it going. All right. We will see you.
Bye.
Yeah. And thank you, Megan, so much for introducing us.
Love you, Megan. Yes.
All right.